Two.
1, 2, you ready? Ready? Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to Couples University 02.
I'm Chuck.
And I'm Key. Oh, look at us.
And we're back better than ever. Cheers.
Cheers. I got a full glass. I probably shouldn't, but it's Monday. Cheers. First, let me start by saying thank you to everybody, our subscribers. The feedback was so dope. We want to, it was, why you laugh? Because it was so dope. We got a lot of questions. People subscribe. We are up to 32 subscribers in 1 week or 8 days. That's dope.
Shout out to y'all.
Thank you. We appreciate y'all. We got a lot of craziness.
Craziness? I don't know.
I'm saying we crazy, like. But we got a lot of no. We didn't get any negativity. They probably said it, but not to us, and they didn't put anything. If I didn't respond to the comments, I'm trying to be like Beyonce and mute it because I don't want to do no bad stuff. I don't want to talk bad. But we appreciate y'all for that because that was super dope for supporting us. We've been trying to do this for a long time.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I said I wanted to do this for a long time, and then Bay decided to do it. So we moving forward with it. We're back. We did get a lot of questions from people. I think we got maybe like 10 questions or so. I told Bay about the questions. I didn't actually tell him the questions because so he could be put on the spot, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an interview type of thing or confessions. Remember back in the day they used to have that. I got to think of the name of it. But so we're going to start off by, we're going to pick a few questions. We're going to talk about a current event that we've been discussing. Get your opinion on that. And then next week we will be filming. We got a little game we're going to play on our vacation. We'll be at a staycation vacation for our anniversary, which is in a week, right? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We'll be celebrating our 12-year anniversary. So we'll be on vacation with that. That's next
Wedding anniversary.
Wedding anniversary. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I misspoke because we still got one more time. We're going to answer the rest of the questions, and then we'll be on vacation. It's in 2 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're going to start like that. So you ready for the first question?
Yes.
I'm going to just randomly go through them. I wrote them down because I didn't want to forget them. I got them from all types of places. So let's start with the first one. This was a good one, I thought. The person asked, what have you learned from me? And then, what have I learned from you?
All right, you first.
No.
All right, me first.
I asked the question. Oh, you want me to go first?
What have I learned from you?
Yeah. Hesitating makes me feel like you haven't learned anything, but maybe it does take a while to figure it out, right?
What have I learned from you? Family is everything.
Oh, that's good. Family is very important.
What have you learned from me?
I was trying to digest what you just told me. So you said family is everything. Okay, so you love the way I love on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like that. That's pretty good. What have I learned from you?
No pressure.
I learned a couple things. I mean, women are more vulnerable than women. Like, we'll tell it all and we remember everything. But just one thing. So we doing one thing, maybe like one thing.
Yes.
Okay, not a couple things.
Whatever you got.
I definitely learned. I mean, it's kind of like, I want to say money, like money management, because that's very important and that's something I lacked as a kid growing up. So I know, like, we're not talking, I think this is more important than love and all of that, because of course everybody know we in love, but money management, you really taught me a thing about money, like how you handle your money, how you make sure things are in order, like you got the good credit, you always had the good credit without even knowing it, and you always take care of your money, like money. Ooh,
respect money or it will disrespect you.
Yes, well, I like that. Ooh, cheers. Cheers, I like that, babe. That was sexy. All right. So that was pretty good. So, okay. Family and money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are important things.
Money first to me, you know. Okay.
Money first.
Let's move on.
Money first?
Yes.
Money before family. Because some would disagree. I mean, I don't know. I would agree too.
Most men would agree.
Okay, from a man's perspective,
yes.
You need money in order to run things, right?
We're supposed to be providers.
Okay.
No matter what. So, yeah.
So you feel like the money should come before the family because if the man doesn't have money, he can't take care of the family.
He wouldn't have a family.
All right.
So, yeah.
I guess. I mean,
women look at men for what a man is worth. You understand? If
Okay.
they look at men to see if he can provide
Okay.
and then protect. So, you know.
That makes sense because you could have family and you could be tight, you could be broke. I had a family. We grew up. We didn't have. We didn't even have each other. Come to think about it, but
No,
well,
when
me
we
and
were
my
in our early 20s, we didn't have much, but it's the potential. Y'all look for potential. Does he have potential
yeah.
to provide and
That's what I definitely looked at, and you had the potential because
Right.
our starting off and you coming
We
home
don't
from
know.
jail and not
It's a
having
crapshoot. Go ahead.
much, but so
Right.
money really. Cause you showed me the importance of money and how you can get it. That was really dope. Okay, keep going. All right, we're gonna stay on track. We'll stay focused. Stay focused. All right, next question is, oh, what was the moment you knew you loved me?
I knew I loved you.
Yeah, like when you be like, I love her or I love him. That's the I love you moment. No pressure.
When you accepted me for who I was, ex-con, and still into that lifestyle, and
And I was completely
you were a ride or die, but at the same time you were talking me or preaching to get out. So
yeah.
that's a sign. That's a good thing.
So you would say in the moments when you were in the street, like in that life, that you realized that I was the one for you or you loved me?
Say that again?
I don't know, because you're saying like it was when I was the ride or die for you, like in that moment.
Yeah, you
so that's what I'm
respected
saying.
my
So,
lifestyle.
yeah, so I'm saying when you that back then, that's when you knew
Back
you.
then, yeah.
Yeah, that's when you knew you loved me. In those
Early
moments.
on, it's like it's hard to explain.
Okay.
I just knew. I just knew you were the one. I don't know. It's just like, yo, I appreciate
And we used to
this
be up
woman.
in the lab, and we used to be
No,
chilling and talking.
me, but yeah.
But we used to be. I was there too.
You were present. But okay, yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
I'm glad you said I was ride or die because I was. I had some little questionable moments of being nervous, but I was ride or die for the most part. Okay.
Now,
All right.
same question pertains to me.
Oh my God. So the moment I always knew I loved you, but it was just like, and this is so crazy.
I've never heard this, but go
But I
ahead.
always knew I loved you, but early on, again, goes back to you taught me money management. So we didn't have shit, okay? Then we had the car. So the car got repoed.
Where was I?
It was on 12th Street. The
Oh.
car got repoed.
Oh.
The Camry got, the Camry? Camry got repoed. And I called you and I was like, oh my God, they just took the car, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we're going to have to get a new one when we get the money. And he was like, I got you. He was like, I got you. How much it's going to cost? Like, we went and got that PT Cruiser.
How early on was it?
That was, what? We had to move to Fabian. So that was between 2002 and like 2004. That had to be like 4 because we moved to, you got locked up again in 2005, the last one, right? So this was like 2003. So like a year, it was like only a year in, and I was like, damn. And it wasn't about the money, it was just about the point of you made the move, you know what I mean? Without question, you was like, what can I do to help y'all? You know, like, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna give you this and I gotta hear, but I don't think you ever brought it up again. And you drove that ugly ass PT, like, like it was all of ours. But that was the moment I knew that I loved you. Like, I was in love. I was just like, soaking wet. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so, this is a good one too. We got good questions. We're gonna get into deeper ones later, but, so a person asks, what advice would you give to someone in their first year of marriage?
Are you first on this one? Because this isn't
a man type of thing. I
No,
guess
it
you
is
get
a
to
man.
I don't know.
I
I'm
said you
just
first. 'Cause
okay.
This isn't like
A one-parter.
about me and you per se. But
Yeah, because our first year is always the hardest. I feel like I always heard that, but I didn't realize how hard it was until I guess you won't realize it until you actually in it. But like the first year is very hard. I guess it's the biggest
What
thing.
kind of advice would you give?
I would give I don't know. Like, be patient. Be patient. Communicate. Definitely talk. Talking is very important. Like having a build a communication boundary. You know, I don't know if that's the right word to say. Like make sure communication is a part of your daily thing. Like make sure you can communicate with each other, because communication is a problem. Sometimes it can be a problem, especially when you're going from minds to we. I feel like that's like the hardest thing in a going from a boyfriend girlfriend to a marriage is really hard, because you went from it's mine to now it's we, and we build things together in marriage, like we're living together and things like that. So both our names is on the lease, so you can't be like get out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Like, so I feel like patience is key, communication is key, and lots of sex.
Yeah, I'll say don't change anything. Patience is accurate, because when you're married, women tend to expect a little something different. I can't explain it. It's like I don't know. It's like
we expect
the expectations just shoot through the roof of what a
husband
should
now.
be. Yeah, you just became married for the first time. What do you expect? And things you heard from other women and TV and stuff. Just take one day at a time, and don't rush your husband to be a great husband, because he's just becoming a husband as well.
Yeah, everybody's learning. So I think that's that key with being patient, because we're all learning a new role. We're both learning. I'm saying all like it's a bunch of us in this, right?
Just keep it the same. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like that type.
Yeah, you don't really have to change anything except for your mind frame, right? Like going from I to we. But you physically don't have to change anything. You just have to be more open and know that what works for you may not work for everybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think that's very important, because we try to mimic other people's marriages. Like, oh, such and such is doing this. I know I did that. Even for us, we completely different. Me always going out and you not going out. And there was a time when I was getting on your nerves, like, come out with me to clubs and things like that. And he was like, that's not my thing. And then it wasn't that I wanted you to do it. It was just that people were like, why your husband? Yeah, society. Why your husband not out with you? Why he don't? Because he don't do that. We're opposite. And that should be okay. It is now. Like, boundaries are set. Don't even ask how my husband is doing. They know that. Don't even ask how his day is doing. But again, I'm playing. I kid. But yeah, boundaries need to be set when things like that happen. When people try to force their beliefs on you, or how their marriage is on you, no. That's
what's been working all those years prior to marriage. That's how y'all should keep it.
Yeah, it should stay the same. I think that's a good advice, right? Like, keep everything the same. Don't try to overdo it. Don't try to make the first year, oh, it got to be the best year, because it might not be the best year. It could be the best year, right? But then again, it might not be your best year, and it's okay if it's not.
Most marriages last 5 years? The average
marriage lasts 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
Wow, and we on year 12. Who would have thought? Like, we still baffled, like, how we make it this way. I am a little baffled. Like, it's in a giddy way, like in a nice way. Like, I'm just saying,
we kept it the same. We
really have.
We did what works for us.
And no matter what, I do be letting people get in my ear sometimes. Well, I used to, because it's been a while since I've been that way. But letting people get in my ear about why you don't come with me, why we don't do this, or why your husband don't want to do certain things. He don't want to. He don't want to. He only loves me and us.
That's not.
And the family. I'm only playing.
Yeah,
he do.
Yeah.
He getting better. We be going places and we be doing stuff. Look at us. We doing this now. Before we ask another question, let's do a current event. What we was talking about. The 50-50 household.
You don't pay 50-50. We don't do 50-50, but it's
we don't do 50-50, but we are a 50-50 household. And I mean it, meaning when I say that, like, I'm not letting you take on all the work, all the everything.
See, you're different, because in our community,
some women would. Like,
if I made $150,000 and you made $100,000, you expect or most women these days expect to keep the 100 to themselves, and the man pay for everything,
which is not fair.
And this is somebody you say you love.
Yeah, that's why I feel like that's not fair. If you can help out, why wouldn't you? Like,
if I was a single man and a woman led with that, I already know which avenue I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
Smashing that.
You want to be single out here.
Yes.
And that's okay. I want to help out. I love the fact that we can help together because it's so hard for one person to do it. So to sit back and be like...
It's not hard, but I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's not hard for a man so are you paying 100% of your bills? With boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm paying 100%
in my house and then you in your house.
My own apartment, your apartment, house, whatever,
okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. And 6 months in, a year in, we want to come together, right? Mm-hmm. Now you expect me to pay 100%, but then let's say you're a woman who don't want to cook, wash clothes, and do what our great grandparents would do. I think about this a lot.
That is
I see it a lot
because our grandparents, my grandma,
on these podcasts and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. The women, what is it? The new women, not new women.
Well, this age, just say this. Oh my God.
The millennials.
Yeah. People, 2024 women. Let's just say that.
They don't. The modern women. They don't want to do that stuff. And you're on social media. You're leading guys on, and you're entertaining. Other men. What man wants to sign up for that?
Yeah.
That's just me. That's just my opinion. No offense to each his or
yeah, because to each his own, however you feel, but it is a big deal.
Own.
Everybody's talking about the 50-50 home and Gabrielle Union and them because they're 50-50 home and they millionaires. So
right.
And they are 50-50 home. I feel like that just what it is. I know people that don't pitch in at home, and that's fine if that works for them.
Right.
It's just me.
Whatever
I don't want to watch my husband struggle.
It's
and
not
I
struggle
don't say
if he
struggle.
can
Yeah,
afford it.
I'm not saying struggle, but I don't want to watch you do it all by yourself. Like I just don't.
Listen.
And just be taking my money and going to brunch or going shopping. I don't feel like that's cool. I want to chip in. If you would let me chip in more, I would want to do that.
Look, women are doing way better than they were back in 1920.
Yes.
Right.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to all the women who's doing their thing, getting the bag, right?
Yes.
But to say you love a man and you don't want to help out, you don't want to feed him. That's the essentials to life. Feeding, just like that's crazy to me. Or hire a maid, but the man is going to pay for the maid.
That is true.
Or the chef.
That's
true. Crazy. So you don't want to do anything to contribute to this man's life. That's beyond me.
Okay, yeah, because if I was not paying 100% and I was just a stay at home, I would be cooking and cleaning.
That's different.
And everything. I have.
But if you out here getting it like me,
yeah,
you don't want to do nothing. That's crazy. Just take your money.
Do nothing.
if we do marry, we get divorced, you're gonna take half of everything I got. That's
because you've been maintaining that.
But there's a lot of men on these podcasts that be like, men supposed to pay 100% provider. Them are gonna be the same dudes who do something crazy when they chick step out on them or leave them and divorce them.
That is true. I mean, all for them people that like to provide and that's their home, but our home is what we like 70, 100. I mean, 70, you pay 70-30. I'm saying 70, 100. Like so we like 60. But I want to be 50-50. Trust me, I want to be 50-50. We argue about this a lot. Well, not we don't argue. I mean, physically argue, but just like I'm always making sure that you good. And I think that's important to make sure you're good because you don't want to assume that just because.
Let's just say we'll both be great if we're on our own.
Yes, we would be great on our own. We would be. Please, because people only say, oh, you good because it's two of y'all. Can we please stop saying that to people that are married? Because two people coming together also means that there's two bills. Like there could be 2 car payments. In our case, it's not, but it could be 2 car payments. It could be 2 insurance. It could be a lot of double things. So just because 2 people are together does not mean all the time that that's why you live in the way you live in. Like, please, can we stop saying that? I just needed to say that, please. Because every time somebody be like, I say something and they're like, oh, because you got a husband. It does not matter. They do not fund my brunches and stuff. Like, and he has told me that I can quit my job, but I just can't go to brunch. So I'm going to keep working, okay? Because I like hanging out.
Imagine you get a weekly allowance. How would that work?
It wouldn't work. No. It would not work. I cannot be a stay-at-home mom without my own money. So
what you say, a social butterfly?
Yeah, I'm a social butterfly. That's the old school word. They call it now influencer, I guess. I don't get paid for it, but I love doing it. So yeah, so the 50-50 thing. We 50-50 home.
See, it work? No, we're not.
I mean, I'm saying that's what we're
on. What works for us.
Yeah, that's what we're on. Yeah, we're on like helping each other, not just one person pushing all the weight. That's what it is. And then you got to think about the outcome. What if something happens to your spouse? He's pushing all the weight. Then you scrambling at the last minute to try to find something to make sure that y'all still afloat. Housing is expensive. I'm glad we bought a house when we bought a house because, baby, trying to buy a house right now? No. So, yeah, I think about things like that. So, yeah, so in regards to the 50-50 home, I think we're on the same page with that, where if I could do more, if he would allow me to do more, I would do more because I don't want my baby doing everything, even though you can. And I appreciate you doing it. All right. Okay. Now we got I'm going to do 2 more questions and then we're going to pause it because we come back because we want to give them 30 minutes or so. We don't want to go too much. Okay. Oh, this was a good one. People say it's hard to stay committed. What advice can you give to someone to not step out?
It's crazy.
It is, right? What? These are real questions.
Yeah, it's hard to stay committed.
People say that it's hard. I guess, again.
Don't get into a relationship. Just stay single.
Or if you're in it with someone, what you got to ask yourself, what is it that you need from someone else that you're not getting at home, right?
No.
Right? I mean, because most people cheat. They say most people cheat if they're not getting what they get at home.
That's not true.
Well, some people do. That is true. Because there are, I talk to women all the time. There are some women that's not being comforted at home and they feel like they have to step out.
Who can't be satisfied, who's not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm still trying to get over my nerves. I'm on camera.
They don't do this.
It's just unloyal is the first word that comes to me.
So you feel like the person already, that's your unloyalty.
Just stay single. Just stay single and don't shack up with nobody.
That's it.
That's crazy.
That people feel like they have to.
You can't be loyal to anyone? Like, damn.
And it's crazy because people look at us. We've been together 22 years and we've never had any of those problems. So people people find it hard to believe that we haven't had any of those
to lift
issues.
The curtains, we've broken up a lot.
Yeah, broken up.
For short time.
I've never had nobody come.
When we were together, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't someone say, I was with your man or I was with your woman, right? But then you can't be loyal to anyone. That's crazy to me. Wait, what's the question again? Am I answering this wrong?
So the question was, people say it's hard to stay committed. What advice can you give to someone to not step out? So I guess if somebody feel like they want to step out, what advice would you give to someone before they was to step out?
Don't look for the negative in someone because you will find it. Mm-hmm. No one's perfect. Someone is always going to let you down or disappoint you. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you really love this person, just respect them. It's respect. It
is respect.
Just respect them. Leave them before you step out. It's not that hard. The whole I love you. That's why I didn't want to tell you or tell you the truth. That's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Just leave them.
Leave.
That's it. Just leave.
Leave. And be honest. I'm leaving because X, Y, and Z. But before you leave, but even before
no matter how bad they're doing, if they don't have a place to stay, just leave them.
Yeah.
Because that's going to hurt them more.
But even leaving, I think before you even initially want to leave or initially want to cheat, you should ask yourself why. What's going on to make you feel a disconnect from your partner, right?
You can't stay committed.
Like,
that's from a real human.
Yeah,
Can't stay committed to someone.
There's people in the world because a lot like you. I know you on social media, but you're not really on social media.
YouTube is
he's
favorite,
like YouTube and stuff. But on social media, they make it seem like nobody stays committed anymore. So when I talk to people, when I talk to people and let them know about us, or when we hear people, because I have a lot of friends who are in committed relationships and marriages. But then some people feel like, oh, that's bullshit. Like they lying or something like that. Like people can't stay committed. Like that's crazy.
You know, it's a red flag for me. Mm-hmm. If you are easily
influenced.
Like, let's just say, if we were, this has never happened, but if we were out and a man say something nice, you quickly say, I'm married or I have a man. But if you entertain that shit or any Facebook Instagram or post, if you entertain that shit, that's you. That's a you-ish. You got to fix that.
That is true.
It's crazy.
That is true. I love the fact that you are committed. Like I so respect you.
I have self-control. Try self-control.
Yes, very much self-control because we do flirt. We flirt looking at other people and things like that.
When we're together.
But I mean, you do have the self-control. I do.
I mean, I'm not the most handsome guy in the room, but
so what of it? We both ugly ducklings. We look good.
I mean, it's not worth it in the end. You know, I can say my little girl, my son, my family. I just want to keep my family together because we don't do that. And I come from a broken home. I just want to keep my family together.
And we're committed.
So try that. If it's worth it, stay. If not, move on. Because
it could be true. It could be not worth it. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe you got 8 red flags, right? And you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be here. But if it's something that is fixable, I feel like, or like before you try to step out, fix it. Like, right? Like if he's not, like people could easily step out for stupid stuff. So like us, I go out, you don't. They be like, oh, he don't go out. I want me a man that go out. So it could be somebody. This is real life stuff. People really do. So it could do that. So before
it's so weird. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
Women want a man that's exactly like them.
Yeah, which is so crazy.
Men don't care if you make $20,000 a year or $100,000 a year. It doesn't matter.
If they love you, they love you.
If you wear designer or was it what's this so you Rainbow. Men don't care.
Because I love Rainbow.
It's all about loyalty, honesty, integrity, all that. That's what matters to us.
That is true.
Because if we're with a woman that would let Tom, Dick, and Harry hit or entertain, we're good.
Then we're good. You don't even want it.
But
if it's somebody that's like committed, like you said, cooking, cleaning, doing things.
Cooking. If you buy me something to eat, you don't have to be in the kitchen. We're not like that.
Thank you.
The men these days,
nope. Thank you.
Men don't say. See, women want the traditional provider man. Well, I'll be wrong for saying I want the traditional woman. You buy me something to eat as long as I eat.
As long as you eat. That's it. As long as my man eat. So for everybody that be hating on me because I don't cook, my man just want to eat no matter from where we eat. I order from the best places.
Where?
We eat the best food.
What's that?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want, we eat from the best place. But I'm going to start cooking. That's my marriage group challenge.
Listen, if I was single, I would have to feed myself, right?
You would. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
No judgment
it's
there,
all,
right?
Man, I can overlook that if you're loyal and respect me and honest. That's it.
That's it.
All right?
I'm going to always respect you.
Now back to the question. You didn't give your... what was your answer for the question?
I mean, staying committed. Well, it's simple to me. If I love you...
Take yourself out of it, though.
Okay, so staying committed I feel like it's not hard to not step out. Women
get hit on a lot.
But we're more vulnerable to we love hard. Like women are just hard lovers. So if we love you, it's a 90% chance or 99% chance that we won't even be thinking about another guy if we being treated right or if our mind frame has to be right, because some of us are easily influenced. That's the problem these days. Like, we are so easily influenced that I hear people be like, I'm cheating because I'm not arguing with nobody. Who they think they are? You're not arguing? Like, you gonna argue with anybody, but you'll get online and argue with a stranger you don't know, but you're not gonna argue with the person that's banging you down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being serious. Like, so to me, it's so easy. Talk it out. I said that. Talk it out before you think about cheating on somebody. Like, it could be so many things that could be just fixed by having a decent conversation. Like, a decent conversation could change a lot. So, yeah, that's.
But if that's what you want to do,
then you do it. But just be honest.
Yeah, just let your spouse know. Don't or your other half know. Just don't keep him around knowing you stepping out with other dudes and stringing him along. He could be out there finding something better, thinking he got something good.
That is true. That's true. I like that.
What else?
So don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, do what you got to do.
Well, we got do we got time for another question?
Yes.
No, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back next time and talk about somebody. Okay. What would you recommend to someone becoming a step parent, like a blended family? What advice would you give to a step parent? That was funny because we talked about this earlier, and I didn't want to tell you that was one of the questions.
It's a full-time job. It's hard. You never will get the,
the recognition.
The recognition, appreciation. But it is what it is. You, where I come from, when I was on the block, little dudes come to the store. You give advice and encouragement, strangers. So if you're with a woman and she got kids, just do your best.
Treat them like your own. I think that's
you
one thing that I regret from you being a step parent at an early age with my kids. I think that's one thing I regret, is not having you be more of a father figure earlier. Because 22 years down the line, like, you know what I mean?
Well, you were a single parent for so long, your guard was up, and I'm not letting nobody come in here and even verbally discipline my kids.
Badass kids. That's probably the moment I should have said I loved you. Like, let's go rewind. Let's go back. That was the moment I knew I loved you. But that happened like after that. But yeah, when you were dealing with my badass kids, because I had terrible kids. My oldest kids are 26 and about to be 23. And they talk about a step.
The girl was better than the boy.
Yes, you should have been ran and you didn't. So I think that was my moment. I knew I loved you, because to stick with someone through that is a lot. So to be a step parent, you definitely got to show grace and be patient, okay? Be patient. Just know that it's hard blending families.
Yes.
It is very hard. And it's not going to always work out, but it is possible, because where we are now and where we started is like a whole 360 plus another 360. You know what I mean?
And
like,
just think about yourself. What you teach a kid today, they're not going to get it until they can comprehend what you were trying to teach them. You know?
Yeah.
Because if a kid don't respect you, they're not trying to hear what you got to say. They hear it, but they don't hear it. But when they get older, they're like, damn.
And it's the same thing like us. So the pattern repeats itself, because when we were however age the kids was, we was doing the same thing. Like, oh, our parents can't tell us nothing. You don't want to hear it, blah, blah, blah. So it is the same way. And just know that what you're saying sometimes may not affect at that moment. But those kids, when they get older, are going to come back and be like, you know what? You was right. Or let you know in so many words that what you said mattered. It's going to be so hard, though. Like, we got to be honest with you. Like, it's going to be so hard to blend the families and to learn each other and things like that. But it's going to be so worth it in the end. If it's meant to be, it's going to be worth it. If you guys wind up being together for a long time, it's going to be so worth it, because those kids going to get older. They don't care about what happened when they was younger. They're going to be like, I know I was bad and I deserved it. I probably deserve more, but it works out. It does work out in the end. So, but being a step parent is hard. Shout out to you, babe, because 22 years.
I should have laid hands.
You should have whooped ass to lay hands. Woo, baby. But yeah, it was hard. And then vice versa, because you had a son too. Well, you have a son too, so.
Yeah, I was a stepchild, and I know I was a stepchild. I left home at 15, so I haven't looked back, and I know I was terrible.
My stepfather was mean as hell. He was whooping my ass like military style. So, so I think I was traumatized. Like step parent ain't coming in here doing that to my kids. But that's definitely not the right mind frame you want to have. You want to have a conversation about the structure of the house, how you want the structure of the house to go.
Yeah, and the parent of the child, let the person you're introducing to your children have some say so.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying pull out that person should beat them with an extension cord.
Yeah, or
but
come in the door
let
like
them at least verbally correct your children.
And if they are a good step parent, because
right, I'm not saying
because we ain't saying Joe on the couch that's just chilling,
dropping F-bombs and everything. Yeah. But if he is,
if he's a good person, he's working and he's doing what he got to do as as your better half. If he's taking care of things, it ain't got to be the bills because it's some stay-at-home dads. Whatever y'all situation is in your house, as long as he's pulling his weight, then yes, he should have some say. He or she should have some say still. Yeah, because it could be a woman as the stepmom too coming into a situation too. So they should have some say so.
If they are eloquently putting it into perspective, what the child did wrong, what they should do right, correcting them, just give them a pass.
Yeah.
Don't try to check your spouse in front of the kids.
Yes,
wait
please
until
don't do that.
Y'all step out the room.
Please don't do that.
And then be like, hey, I appreciate what you said, but women always say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's bullcrap.
But yeah, if we're together in the same room checking the child, the stepchild, sort of say, or how bonus child, however you guys phrase it in your home, if we're together saying that, or conducting a conversation with the child and you feel like you don't agree with what we're saying, don't do it in front of the kid. That's what we're saying. Wait until later on when y'all have your own conversation to regroup about what happened, because you should be doing that. You should be going back later and be like, how do you feel about the conversation? Or
because if you check the other half in front of the child, then the child's not going to respect what the other person is saying.
Basically.
Right.
So yeah, definitely take your time, have patience. Communicate. That is very, very important, because without communication, you really don't have anything. And we spent a lot of years not communicating. We'll get into that on another time because we have more questions in regards to that. We have a lot more questions. So we'll pause the questions now. We got a lot to look forward to. It was a great conversation. We talked a lot. So we appreciate you guys for staying in here, chatting with us. Subscribe and make sure you like, share, and subscribe, or just watch and subscribe, even if y'all don't want to share. But I appreciate you guys for being here and kicking it with us, okay, on Couples University 02, okay? Peace. We got 2 weeks for our anniversary. See where we're going. Who can guess where we're going? We ain't going nowhere far. We honeymoon all the time, okay?
We like this country.
We are into finding what's in America.
New Jersey and surrounding everything.
Yes, so catch us in about 2 weeks on our vacation. And we got a little fun game to play with y'all. See how well we really know each other. Till next time, see y'all next week. Peace. Zeus is perfect.